Welcome back to Wave Listens Live. Elder Advisors is here for a second segment. ElderAdvisors.com. 855-LARRY55. Don't go broke in a nursing home because you don't have to, especially if you call Larry here. Larry, generally I kind of drive the bus on this show, but when you're here,
right?
There's no controlling.
Just put in cruise control, autopilot, 35,000.
What do you want to talk about?
You're good to go. That's airplane vernacular stuff. I said too much about aviation.
The cockpit, what is it?
It's flight deck. I'll have you know. I'm pilot in command. You can be pilot monitoring. Squirrel, sorry, love airplanes.
Yeah, there's never a script, people.
Right, no, there is. This is it. I'm following the script. Shout out to Suzanne Burton, our media and community liaison. Yay. Suzanne, you do a great job. It hurts me to say this. I took up my Lanta before I said it, so I'm okay. But Suzanne Burton does a great job here at Elder Advisors. But I want to really come back with the Conrad family, because kudos to Clarice and Thurman, because they had nothing, like everybody. I have now wrapped up my second probate for families where I was the court-appointed, one state as personal representative, the other one's the executor, because the kids said I can't do it. Because mom and dad had a will, and they passed, and one was a good acquaintance friend of Autumn's, and she had children home. She said, I can't do this. So we got that done in like 2 years, and we finished up another one in Indiana, just wrapping it up. But it was the same common denominator. No planning had been done. Neither of these people had power of attorney. So before they passed, the attorneys had to get involved, because we're not attorneys. We had the attorneys get involved and get guardianship for the family. That's never easy.
Yeah, I think mom had a will, and it's still.
Of course.
That's how that goes.
Right.
If you have a will, it still goes to probate.
It still went into probate, and that's when the one daughter just said, I can't do this anymore. And we'd already kind of navigated her through the crisis plan of the nursing home protecting assets. And when her mother passed, she just said, I'm out. I can't do it. And she asked if I would do this. I said, okay. And I've now done 2 of these, and they're just completely unnecessary if the family's plan. And sadly, we spend more time on our weekly grocery list, and I'm talking about you, someone's thinking that. We spend more time on our weekly grocery list, or choosing socks, than we do trying to protect what we spent a lifetime working for. Thurman worked his whole life at Kroger's, right? He worked at Kroger's.
Yeah.
Okay? And, he was a hardworking guy, and did Clarice work from home or work at home?
She worked at Kroger some too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. They worked hard. You have a brother. Yep. They wanted to make sure their boys were taken care of. So they were the exception. They knew that there was something out there, wasn't quite sure, and they did it. And it built the tools in there that they needed, so that later, couple 2 or 3 years ago, time flies.
Yeah, I think he has a little.
Autumn, what have I said about you chiming in?
Story.
I'm right here. The TV loves me. Kentucky don't want to hear more. They want more.
They don't want to see that on live TV.
I think we want to hear from Greg. I think we've heard plenty from Larry. So when you go back like 14 years ago, Greg, when your parents first got a hold of Larry and Autumn and the team over at Elder Advisors, and even today, now 15 years later, you're still working with them. What is the importance behind that? Not only getting the pre-planning done, the planning done, but then also staying in touch, working with them to ensure your future, future generations' future, just staying in touch with them over the years to help you be where you want to be.
Right. To be honest, the initial conversations with my parents and Elder, it was a dialogue. It was a learning experience. We didn't know what could or couldn't be done, and so what Larry and Lindsay and the whole team at Elder have proven is that they're experts in this. They're advocates for elderly people. I want to say that.
Thank you.
Larry has done, and Lindsay have both advocated and provided resources for our family that we didn't even know existed, and that's things that they didn't have to do as part of the services they offer. It's something they choose to do. They care about people, and it's not just a business relationship, but they really are friends. I could call Larry, I could call Lindsay on my cell phone at any moment. They take my calls, they return the calls, but they are experts, and they have proven their worth repeatedly.
And there's a reason that the team is so successful. It's because they have that wealth of knowledge. Yes. And despite Larry's best efforts, you can't help but just appreciate everything that he's willing to do. You've heard him talk about it before, the reasons behind why he does it, the reasons behind why Autumn and Lindsay do it as well. And it really is a team that just wants to help. So, Larry, when you think about going from generation to generation, like in Gregg's case, and being able to stick with this family throughout the time, how much does that display the mission that you guys use each and every day?
Once again, you just demonstrated the viewing area why you are the consummate TV interviewer for Kentuckiana. Thank you, by far. Actually, it manifested itself probably about an hour ago because we're coming from Indiana. There was traffic backed up on 65. And, of course, safely, speaking to my computer on the phone and everything on the car, Gregg's in my phone. And I was calling him. I said, Gregg, traffic. He said, okay, I'm coming from Louisville. But I can't remember the last time I spoke to Gregg. But the point is, they're in my phone. Okay? What a novel concept. If you call us, Kentuckiana, we answer the phone and we call you right back. There's none of this phone tag that goes on for 3 days. Well, I called and no one called me back or left a message. I'm into customer service. I'm not perfect, but I try to be. I work hard. If we make a mistake, we clean it up. We fix it. We own it. And it starts with the phone call. What a novel concept. When you call, we answer the phone and we return the calls. It's called customer service. No one knows what that is anymore. We do, and I work hard for it. He was still in my phone. I looked and he sent me an image. It was rather interesting when I moved on past that. And then I called him. His wife doesn't know a thing. Kelly's a delightful lady. But there's something going on between Gregg and I.
She's sitting behind the camera with really big eyes right now.
I had no idea. Is this live? Is this tape delayed? Let's go back and clean it up.
We don't have a dump button here on live TV, Larry. We got a minute left here. Why should somebody call 855-LARRY-55 today?
Gregg said it best. If you think you need help, you need to call. You need to call. Quit putting it off. Give up an hour of your time to come in and see if we can help. It's not going to be a long, complicated meeting. We hit the ground running to find out what you need so you don't go broke in a nursing home.
It's never too late.
It is never too late. Thank you, Autumn. Well said.
You're welcome.
I wish Kelly was
here
up
for
here.
you.
Right?
This is a novel concept. We haven't talked about that before. Not being soon or too early to do that.
That's called pre-planning, Sean.
855-LARRY-55, elderadvisors.com. And as we've learned today, it's not as easy as just having a will and thinking you've got it done. You got to get power of attorney. You got to avoid probate. There's so many ways that you can do it, and nobody knows how to do it better than the team that's sitting here.
On the financial side, we're not the attorneys. But we have the attorneys
in this case, where there's a will, there's not always a way. But if there is a way, they'll find it. That's all we got today here.
Thank you, Snitsy.
Wave Listens Live. We'll see you
Diane.
back here for Friday's episode of Wave Listens Live. We'll see you then.